All right. So I have the AC as low as possible. I'm probably going to be sweating, but we're going to try to do FSD from this parking lot. Looks like a Marriott hotel parking lot. And I just got finished with the call. It's a successful call, so might as well celebrate with a little bit of FSD. So here we go, FSD from park. Now keep in mind, I'm in a parking lot. I have to go out of the parking lot into the street, as I can show you. So it's where I'm at. I have to come out of this parking lot, go all the way down onto the highway. So let's see if this works. All right. Um, Press and hold and tap the brake. All right. From park, can FSD take me to Starbucks? Let's see. Now, keep in mind the camera may be a little shaky. I do have a weak little iPhone mount, so it's probably not going to be the best. And I'm probably going to be sweating by the time I'm done with this because it is about 100 degrees in Austin, and I have the fan speed very low so you guys could hear me. All right. As you can see, look at it's figuring it out. It's pretty awesome. Okay. There you go. So this is live, guys. No intervention whatsoever. I am going to risk my life on this. So I have to peek out and see if it's safe. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Nice. Now, this is to prove that Robotaxi is here, and it will be here in the near future. So let's just hope and pray that FSD does well, because the thing it does mess up on from time to time is not necessarily safety, but it doesn't go in the correct left lane, especially out here in Austin, because there's a left lane and then there's a U-turn lane, and it usually stays in the U-turn lane because it doesn't know that that's a U-turn lane. So let's see if it's able to figure that out. Hopefully it will. If not, we got plenty of work to do in this type of demographic or environment. So we shall see. All right, and if you're just tuning in, I just took off from a parking lot. It had to do a few turns. I was reversed into a parking space. It drove out of the hotel parking lot area, did a full U-turn, and now it's going to be taking us to Starbucks to celebrate a sales call. I'm going to be treating myself to a nice $5 cold brew. So anyway, this is FSD Live. Let's see how well it does. The rumor is Robotaxi right here in Austin is supposed to roll out sometime mid to end of June 2025. What that's going to give us is full-blown autonomy. Picture like an Uber, but without the driver, without having to have a conversation, without having to tip them, all that stuff. Not feeling safe, or the driver not feeling safe, the passenger not feeling safe, whatever it may be. It's going to remove all that and lower the cost of rideshare. So imagine, essentially, especially if you're a hybrid role employee, you only go in the office 2 to 3 days a week. You never have to buy a car, pay car insurance. You never have to pay maintenance, storage, registration fees, whatever it may be. If you want to go out and have a good time, have a couple drinks, or you're sleepy, tired, coming off from a night shift, you never have to worry about your safety, because Cybercab or Robotaxi will be taking over that area of your life. And it's going to start right here in Austin, Texas, and then eventually I think San Francisco and maybe LA will adopt and integrate it. And then from there, we will be able to see autonomy take over basically the United States and eventually the world. It's going to get to a point where, your kids, if they're young like mine, under 5 or 6 years old, they're going to be like, man, you used to drive your car with your two hands. You had to grab the wheel forever, They're going to be tripping out. It's kind of like a cassette player or a CD player. Those things are just obsolete and a thing of the past. But with Robotaxi and Tesla coming in with this, it's just going to be a game changer. So really want you guys to consider that on how far we have come. I believe it was 8 years ago, 2012, that autopilot was first released or announced. Obviously, it's nowhere compared to where it's at now, but we shall see. All right, so here we are. We're going to merge on the highway, and hopefully it makes this light, because I know it's boring just sitting at a light. If not, I'm probably going to floor it and break the law. All right, here we go. Like I said, guys, this is live. No intervention, no edits, no gimmicks. Got 2 cars merging. Oof, scary. All right, and made it. That was pretty smooth. So everyone that says, oh, well, they're just catching up and they have their own thing and this and that, I guarantee you, not Rivian, not Mercedes, not BYD, not Audi, not Toyota, not Ford, GM, none of them have autonomous driving like this. This isn't like suggested roads. This isn't like, oh, only these roads work. I could use FSD anywhere. I've used Austin all the way to LA and back to Austin this past 24. Did over 3,000 miles. I would assume at least 2,500 were done in FSD. Obviously, I drove around, small parking lots and stuff. But this is the real deal. As you can see, it is legitly happening, legitly working right here live. And I really just want everyone to see how well FSD does. Going 75 miles an hour on the highway. And okay, so I do have my sunglasses on. Just so you know, I do have to apply force on the wheel. But again, sunglasses on. I'm gonna leave them off. Hopefully, it'll remain autonomous the remainder of the drive. So here we go. It's merging. I'm gonna try not to look at the screen too much because it will ask me to pay attention. All right. Now these exits, in my opinion, they can be a little frightening because it is a toll road exit. And the other day, it did try to go left around the car, so hopefully it doesn't. So here we are approaching a toll that I still haven't paid, by the way. All right. It didn't hit the center divider. Awesome. I guess I survived. Now, this is a tricky merge. There's going to be 2 lanes merging on my right, and I have to merge them all the way to the right-hand side. Let's see if it'll do it. Ooh, look at this pizza place. Pretty cool. Eat more. That's pretty nice. All right, it's merging. Merging. Look at that. Just crossed 3 lanes. It has to make it on this turn lane. This isn't a normal lane. This is a yield. So it has to, with its B-pillar cameras, it has to judge and see if it's safe for me to merge. As you can see, there's cars coming. All right, now it's gonna predict and say, go ahead and merge now. Boom, look at that. I mean, come on. I'm not doing anything, really. My feet, not my hands. I'm looking, I gotta be aware, and I did forget, if you do have sunglasses, it will occasionally ask you to touch the wheel. But other than that, as long as I'm looking, but at the same time, it doesn't mean I'm intervening. Doesn't mean I'm grabbing the wheel. Doesn't mean I'm adjusting the speed or adjusting the direction of the car, braking, accelerating. It's all being done by Tesla's FSD, and that is the biggest differentiator there. Do I think other brands are going to come up to it and, are going to catch up and be able to do this? Absolutely. It's just like smartphones, Apple came out with the first touchless or touchscreen smartphone, had a couple buttons, and then everybody followed suit, Samsung and all them. Now they're competing. I want there to be competition because I want to have options. That's what the best part is about this free market with cars. If you don't like a Toyota, you can get a GM. If you don't like GM, you can get an Audi. If you don't like Audi, get BMW. Free market, free choices. And that's how it should be. And with FSD continually growing, I feel a lot of people are going to follow suit, or they may just pay for the licensing, make it all simple altogether. Because it's like, why are you going to spend 60, 80,000 on a nice car, right? It's a nice car, nice, and 5 Series BMW or A6 Audi or E-Class Benz, right? Nice cars. But you still have to drive yourself, and then you're scratching your head and you're saying, I only have to spend like 40 grand and I can get a car that drives itself everywhere I go and pretty much has similar features. It may not be as plush as the E-Class, but I don't really want to drive myself. I want to take a road trip and not have to worry about the wheel for 4 hours or 2 hours. And then if full autonomy comes out, nap? Come on. That's all I got to say. All right, right here, it's going to be a complicated situation. It's going to make 2 lefts, and it's going to have to pull into the Starbucks so I can get my celebratory cold brew drink. I got oncoming traffic, unprotected left turn. Will it be able to do it, or will you guys experience a live car wreck where I potentially could get killed? Blood everywhere. The car could come through the passenger side. There could be a deer that comes through my front windshield. The antlers come and they take me out. Do you want that to happen? All right, so I have to make a left. Will it do it? Oh, it messed up. Dang it. Well, I must have put the wrong address in. Wait, it's thinking. Let's see. This isn't Starbucks, by the way. It's a 7-Eleven, but it's going to try to park. All right. Well, there you go. Like I said, unedited. And it's trying to park. Hey, parked. Okay. Well, it thinks I'm at Starbucks, but clearly I'm not. Let's see. Let's see if we can go back to it. That's crazy. So this is Starbucks. For some reason, it went to the 7-Eleven. Let me see. Starbucks. Let's see if it'll do it. All right. 0.1 miles. Start. Okay, let's see. We're going to try it again, guys. Here we go. Let's give it another shot. Press and hold. All right. Again, I'm in a parking lot, and I do have to reverse, so I'm going to push the brake. Okay. Now, people here are crazy, so someone might pull behind me. It's waiting for this individual. Doesn't want to murder anyone. Okay. No one's behind me. Hopefully, no one pulls up. Okay. Okay. Now, Starbucks is literally across the street, as you can see. Oh, don't hit the curb. All right, literally has to go right here. This one right here, this spot. You probably can't see it on the YouTube, but whatever. Right here to my left is Starbucks. Let's see if it figures it out. Or am I going to get hit by oncoming traffic? Okay. There are cars coming. Now, I may have to engage because I do want to go home to my family. Oh, it's going for it. Oh, okay, it didn't do it. Ah, all right, didn't make it. Fortunately, it wasn't able to get me straight to the Starbucks that I requested. Maybe Robotaxi isn't ready. We shall see. But it did get me fairly close to my destination without any intervention. But at the same time, I've been saying a lot of buts, Robotaxi is supposed to be full autonomy, legit, not no intervening crap. You can't be intervening on Robotaxi, you know, if you're gonna be like really utilizing it, you know what I mean? So that's the weird part there. But anyways, guys, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I shall see you in the next one. Oh, wow, I had 1,000 people tune in.